there you go, got them home. So then that's 2 more gleaners I've got here now. Do you know what? It's a real shame, I think, with this, especially with this one here. Look how clean it is. A lot of the gleaners, they lose the writing off of this because it goes all rusty, but this one's good. So really, I mean, obviously it's not that good now, but I bet you before that got put outside, that was a really tidy combine. So yeah, just to reiterate, I've got them for selling the bits off them, and you know, potentially it's all for sale. I am going to keep this on my humpback. The humpback I've got has a variable drum on it, variable drum speed, and it's actually got it is actually basically the same as this combine, and the layout's the same, apart from the shape at the back is different, obviously, with the humpback, and the fuel tank's in a different place, but the drum drive mechanism's the same, although it hasn't got a sprocket on here. It's a piece of wood, and this has got suspension, which is I'm gonna use, although it isn't actually technically original, I'm still gonna use it anyway, because it's an improvement on the just the straightforward wooden block design. These have got these Super A's have sprockets in here as well. You can't quite see it. See if I can get there you go, get the torch on the job. There's sprockets there, drive sprockets, whereas the humpbacks and the earlier sort of straight backs just have flat runners that tension the elevators. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to swap that, put that on my humpback. The belt, the chain flicked off of the rear beater. This is the beater that goes behind the drum. So I'm going to put the chain flicked off, and it sort of slightly, it bent the shaft a little bit. So this beater in here is immaculate. I mean, this combine looks like it's not really done a lot of work at all. It's been looked after very well, actually. Put this shaft in, the new beater, put that in. I think it's going to be pretty good out of this one, but there's this piece here. I'll put this light on again. That there is called a false bottom. This piece of tin here, that's what I changed if you see my videos that I did of my shortback when I had the gearbox problems, I had one of those made and put in because it had worn through. They wear out, and I'm going to take, if it's decent, I'm going to strip everything out of the one machine. It's very unusual to find them in good condition. I can see that one's in good condition, but I haven't took the cover off this one yet, so I might well be taking parts out of that. But I know my humpback one has got a wear patch in it where it's worn through, so that's going to be changed to make my humpback as nice as possible. The only thing that lets that humpback down is it's a little bit faded. It's gone silvery like this, and it's always bothered me a little bit, but not too much, because it's a good combine. It's got no dents in it. You know, that's the one thing I would change about it if I could. I would prefer it to be a little bit brighter, but yeah, it's just one of them. You know, it's a good machine. I can't let it bother me that much. So I'm going to spray the whole combine as well with this WD and a bit of wax oil mixed together to preserve them for as long as I can. I'm going to free this off. I'm going to take this belt, because this belt doesn't look like it's done much, and I bought that Model C that's down in Devon, down at Crediton. Before I buy a belt, the traction belt's not on it, so I'm going to take this traction belt with me down there and see if it fits. If it does, then I'll order one from the States. I've cleaned the tank out to get all the rubble out. I've cleaned it out a bit. A lot of the rubbish out of the tank. I've got to do the same with the header in that one and the tank in that one, because the crud it gathers all the moisture and it rots the bottoms of the tank out, and I want to try and preserve it. I mean, there's a bit on there, but it's all covered in oil. So one thing when you're storing these combines outside, if you want to preserve them for as long as possible, leave these down a bit to let the water out, because otherwise it will rot the bottom. You're best off just leaving it so the moisture can escape. I've got to spray this to free this off so I can get the belt off of here. This is seized, but I want to get these moving again so I can get this belt off without breaking it. See if I can look in here yet. So I mean, that's in fairly good nick really. Oh, and it has done some work. You can see, if you look just in there, you can see just like where the wear marks are on these, on that bit there where it goes through that joining link. But that's pretty good really, that chain, that raddle chain. See if I can have a look in here. It's starting to go dark already. I don't know what the time is. Must be about 3 o'clock. I can't wait until the clocks change again. See, there you go. That's what I'm after. See that raddle there? See, I'll hold the phone a bit better. There you go. That shaft with those sprockets. There. Really good condition they are. They're coming out and they're going in my humpback, because what happens to them is they get hooked over the more they wear out, and they click against the chain as it's going round. And what you can either do, you can take them off and swap them around so they wear the other way and they work a bit better. But those light ones, they're going to come out and they're going to go in my humpback combine. So yeah, I'm not bore you too much, but you know, it's just explaining how it works and what I'm doing. There is that one over there as well. I'm not sure if I've shown that before. That's the one that I got the gearbox for the repair job I did on my old 1960 EA. That came from Ancaster near Grantham, and that combine is a humpback fixed drum. I've had a lot of parts off that. That's been stripped right out. It's got an engine on it still, that one. And yeah, that stayed on the same farm its whole life, you know, and it's not done that much work. So yeah, awesome. It's always important to also, when you're storing a machine outside that's just for parts or maybe possibly restoration, clean all the crud out. All that's got to come out, because that will sort of decompose and get sort of like acidic, and it will aid in the rotting process of the metalwork. And yeah, there you go. Been a good day, you know. The lorry driver had overestimated the price of the delivery, and I got a considerable amount knocked off because he hadn't worked out the distances properly. So it was a lot cheaper, which is nice. I got a pay rise in the week as well, a decent one, so it's looking good. And I got given a set of tyres as well. I haven't seen them yet, but the bloke who I got these off has given me a set of 14.9, what are they? 14.9, 13, 26 Goodyears. Just what I was after. I've been looking for some, and yeah, he's given me them. So yeah, it's going well. But do not hesitate to ring me if you think I've got anything you need. You know, most of the stuff's there. There's a few bits and bobs that I'm going to keep myself. But yeah, just give it a try, and you know, I'm not going to charge that much money. I do want a little bit just to make back what I've spent. But yeah, brilliant. I have a good Christmas as well. Make sure you have a good Christmas this year, even though wow, people are trying to stop us from having fun, aren't they? But let's not entertain those kind of people. Right, see ya in a couple of weeks. Bye.